Darn it, Nathan.
AFS Pro 700.
We are for sure going to be selling this 2588, and we're going to be selling the 7088.
Hey guys, this is part 2 of cleaning off the combines. I give a lot more information on our 2 combines that we are selling, and I explain the big things that are happening on the farm soon, so you're going to want to stay tuned.
To all my new subscribers and new viewers out there, thank you so much for watching. My name is Ron Schrader, and this is my family's farm. My uncle is the primary owner. My dad owns a small portion of the ground that we farm, and then on the channel you will also see my 2 cousins, Curtis and Nathan, but primarily me. All right, combine's moved, so I'm going to pull the head cart up.
Like so. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and try to pull the header cart up. You can kind of see that tire was flat, so it was actually dragging, so I had to air it up a little bit. Moving around a header cart with a 4-wheeler is so much easier than like a pickup or anything else, just because you can see it. But anyway, so we're trying to go ahead and drop the head off of the combine. My dad's spotting me. Just always good to have a guy spotting you with these older header trailers. So, yeah.
So I think Nathan grabbed the wrong header cart. You can kind of see this one's got a jog downward, and it just sat too low. The one drive line's sitting on the tire, so I don't like that. So I think Nathan grabbed the wrong cart. I'm gonna try grabbing the other cart. The other cart just a straight across beam.
So we'll try that one on for size. Old trailer gone, new trailer hooked on. Then I see this one just got a main straight beam, so hopefully it'll work better. We'll find out.
Alrighty, so here's me pulling the old header trailer, pulling that into the yard, and then into the pasture, I should say, and bring the new header trailer back. This was the correct header trailer, as you probably won't be able to see, but I'll set it down, and the tires are offset. They're kind of farther apart, so I can actually set the drive lines of the header and not hit them. But this was kind of painful, guys. So right here, I actually had it good, but I decided to be more finicky, and I just made twice as much work for me. So this was a little bit painful. This is my first time ever disconnecting this head to the combine, but we got it done. So now we're going to go ahead and clean out the rest.
I've been busy. It's been a dusty, dirty, cold job. So that's why I haven't been filming much. But what I'm doing is I am blowing off our combine. So this combine is our 2588, and it is for sale. We are selling this thing. It's got right at, actually I'll tell you right now how many exact hours it's got. I think it's like right at 3,000 engine hours, like 1,900 separator hours, something like that mix. Let's look.
2,924 engine hours, 2,062 separator hours.
So that's how many hours it's got on it, and we are selling it. It is just time for us to get a bigger combine. As I've mentioned in previous videos, we are going to be growing this farm pretty significantly next year. We're going to be picking up at least 600 acres. So this little combine, along with the 7088, just not going to cut it. So we are for sure going to be selling this 2588, and we're going to be selling the 7088. So yeah, so we're getting these nice and cleaned up. We're gonna do a little bit of repairs on it. A couple of things we gotta fix. The biggest thing that I know that we gotta fix is the clean grain boot transition. Right here, this was leaking earlier. We're just gonna either put a new one on or put a bunch of patch welds on it just to kind of patch it up. So yeah, like I said, we are selling this 2588. If you guys are interested, email me. Serious inquiries only, obviously, but I believe we're asking 70,000 for this one, and we have the complement of heads to sell with it as well. So if you guys are interested, email me down below. Let's go ahead and keep cleaning.
Sorry guys, it's a little windy, but cab corn be gone.
Darn it, Nathan.
I'm just in the process of blowing this off. I'm almost done with the 25.
Tip to blowing anything off, know which way the wind's going. Don't blow into the wind. The wind's coming from this way, so I just turned the combine, because I got the far side, which was fine because the wind was blowing at it. But this time I blew it so the wind is facing with the direction of the combine, so it's got a tailwind. That way I can blow everything and get everything blown off without getting myself all dirty.
That's kind of cool view you don't see every day. Here's the rotor cage. It's got large wires on here, large wires for the first two modules, and then a large wire with every other wire taken out for the third module. And then here's the separator grates. So that's this is the heart, this is the rotor. This does all your threshing and separating. Corn goes down onto the augers here and goes back to the shoe.
Alrighty, I'm about ready to get blown away, but on the bright side, that combine's blown off, that head's blown off. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start the 7088 and start blowing that off. I'm not gonna get it near done just because it's almost gonna get dark on me here soon. But I'm gonna try to at least get it out and blown off. And to do that, looks like I got to move the 340.
this thing warm up for a bit too. I'll fire this thing up. There we go. I'll let these things warm up and I'll back them out. Sweet, let's fire this unit up. Sweet. Also got my Midland radio already pulled. You can change those MXT 115s so quickly. Like, it's kind of crazy how quick you can pull that thing out. It took literally 30 seconds. Oh yeah, I never said anything, but shed's clean. I don't know how you guys can see it. Now let's go ahead and back the 70 out and start blowing it off. I guess right on that. Let's yank this thing out. It's a tight squeeze back here. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this thing inside and put it away. And then I'll go ahead and probably put the chisel back. Sweet, this thing's parked. Let's go ahead and pull the chisel back. Then start blowing on the 70. More likely to get the gearing off. I'll probably barely get that thing blown off by the time I have to quit. And for those of you guys who don't know, we run Midland Radio Comms as our main communication form on this farm. It is absolutely fantastic. If you guys are curious, I'll comment down below and I'll give you guys a little bit more information. But if you guys are interested in getting some MXT 115s and other Midland products, check out the link down below. I have it in the description.
I'm just, like I said, blowing off the initial part. Now I'm unfolding the head. Doesn't that just look cool to unfold it? I left the tips up so because those snouts actually don't fold up very easily. So I left them up so we can get in there.
Alrighty, I'm going to blow off the head. Pat borrowed a big old air compressor from our good buddy neighbor Darbeen. So he's going to actually use the big air compressor. I don't know what that is, CFM, but he's going to blow off the combine while I blow off the head. We're going to get the 70 knocked out and the gearing off. Let's get her done to the time lapse. Hopefully you guys can see it because it's going to get dark here soon.
And now what I'm basically doing, I'll kind of explain here in a little bit, but I'm taking a pry bar and we finished this last corn in a damp condition, so there's a lot of mud packed between the gathering chains.
Pat's doing that left side with the big air compressor, and I am digging out the head right now. We basically finished that last 10 acres at Jerry's in a very damp and muddy condition, so it's a lot of mud packed up between the row units. I'm basically taking a pry bar and going through and ripping it out just like that. And then after I get all the stalks and stuff pulled, then I'll start blowing it all out. Woo!
And now Pat's actually using the big air compressor to blow this off. Because we used the big air compressor, it literally, I kid you not guys, took 20% of the time. Like if I used that small air compressor, it just would have taken forever to bust all that mud loose. So I'm really happy we had that. Thank you, Dar. Appreciate it.
We just got done blowing off the 7088 with that big old air compressor. It takes like a third the time. So that was pretty nice. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the 7088 up. Because again, we are also selling this thing too. So we already blew this thing off, going to give it a wash. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the topper, run the machine a little bit, just make sure everything's cleaned out. Blow the head off one last time. Well, you guys can see. Blow the head off one last time, and then probably fold it up, pull this thing in the shed and park it for the night, and then clean up the cement pad, eat, and then head home. And that's gonna be a long day. So first I gotta open up the hopper. You'll see that. I can hear it opening up now. It's kind of hard to see through that dusty window. There you go, hopper's opened up, so it's fired up. And the wind is howling right now. Trying to get the head to unfold. Come on, unfold you. It's supposed to do that. Drop. Things flap it. Can't get that one. Well, I'm just gonna fire it up anyway. It's a little dusty. Alright, hopefully I don't mess anything up doing this. Oh, there it goes. It wasn't all the way seated in. So the problem was I started the head up and I heard a ka-dunk. So when it folds on, when this head folds, there's basically a spring-loaded adapter plate. It's basically got 3 plongs and then 3 receiving holes. Guessing what the issue was, it wasn't completely lined up. So when it's not completely lined up, it doesn't fold all the way down. And when it doesn't fold all the way down, it that snout doesn't go all the way down. So as soon as I turn it on, it snapped in. So I think it's good to go now. So let's try it again. Trying to get how many hours on this thing. I can't get rid of that. So this machine's got 2,939 engine hours and 1992 separator hours. So I'm gonna go ahead, blow this off real quick, fold it up, put it away, and call it a night. All right, let's fire this thing up. Separator. Header. This is gonna get dusty. There we go, guys. This thing has probably just spun its last time on Hartung Family Farms. This thing has been an absolute workhorse since we bought it brand new back in 2010. I'm gonna miss it, that's for sure, but let's go ahead and close things up. Shut down my hopper, my bin extensions I should say, then I'm gonna start to fold my head. So how this thing folds, those two snouts tip up, that's snout 4 and 9, they tip up, so that way it makes room for the outer 3 rows to fold in, because if they didn't tip up they would contact. So they tip up, and then the outer 3 rows fold in, they just fold in on top of each other, and it makes this thing a touch wider than a 6-row corn head, just a touch. I mean, this thing's narrower than the outer duals that we got. So it's pretty slick. The only thing about it is the gearing off one takes 2.5 minutes to fold. I know the John Deere C-Series corn head, so like the C8F or C12F or C16F, basically C means corn head, 8, 12, or 16 mean the row width, and then F means folding. Those things can fold in like 45 seconds to like 1.5 minutes, I believe. So like easily under half the time. So I wish I had one of those, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. I'm just glad that we actually have a folding corn head, because this thing saves us so much time for the amount of small fields and stuff that we do. It's pretty unreal. Go ahead and fold this thing up, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull it away, park it, and put it away for the night. You guys got any guesses on what combine or combines we're gonna be getting? They're gonna be brand new. We're gonna pick some up on auction, private sale. What do you guys think? What do you guys think we should get? We're gonna be farming close to 3,000 acres, just shy of 3,000 acres next year. So what do you guys think we should do? There we go. She's parked and put away for the year. Beautiful. I wouldn't say for the year. I'm gonna pull this thing out and do a little bit of work on it and power wash it tomorrow, but hey, everything's blown out. What a good day. Ooh, I need to pull this thing out too. This is for the iPad. She's a beaut, Clark. Let's get her out of here. Clean up our mess, go grab something to eat, and call her a day. Alrighty, I'm actually filling up the semi for tomorrow morning right now. We're loading out of the harvest store. It's only got a 6-inch auger to unload out of. It takes forever. But it is what it is. So I got time. It's 6:45. I just ate, so I got plenty of time. So I'm just going to take the 45 minutes and load that truck up. Sorry guys, it's extremely windy out, but here's a little 6-inch auger on this little, I don't know, 1-horse motor. Whatever it is, it's small. So it is running the 706 at idle. This little 10-inch, well, it's not really little, 10-inch unload auger. Running it at idle and it's keeping up with this thing. First gonna fill this truck up and probably call it a night. ADM's open until 8, but I don't think I'll have time to get over there. So we're slowly getting loaded up. Emphasis on slowly, and it's really starting to cool down. It's like 25 degrees right now. It's cold. Look at this powder. Our corn's actually pretty good quality right now. It's testing like between 1 and 1.5% FM. It's really, really good compared to last year when we were anywhere from 3 to 11. Loading out of this harvest store. Very slowly. Alrighty, I just shut the truck off. Just about full. Go ahead and shut this down. Alright, that's shut down. Go ahead and kick this corn, get it into the auger. And then we'll go ahead and shut everything down, tarp the truck, and call it a night. Go ahead and shut the 7 down. Hit the key, turn the gas off, because this thing leaks. You leave the gas on overnight, or for any extended period of time. Tarp the truck, head home. Electric tarp is really nice, but it's really slow. And you really gotta be careful on windy days like this, but as you just heard, I'm good. Let's take the 4-wheeler back, and I'm not heading home, I'm just gonna go do something else real quick. What I'm gonna do is, I am gonna actually go ahead and set this thing up for the side-by-side. So I have a receiver up here, monitor right here. We're gonna make boundaries with this thing, so I need to set this thing up. See if I can remember how to do that. I need to find the thing that actually tells me what type of unit I am. Found it. I needed to change my display from telling me this thing was in a combine to now it's just a generic implement or generic vehicle. So now I'm gonna set it up to map. AFS Pro 700.
Do not like these things. They're good for what they do, but they're definitely not the best out there. Sorry, that was cold. My GoPro died, and basically I did some troubleshooting. I got the side-by-side and the Pro 700 all set up. I got it all laid out, so now we are good to go. And then I had to do some troubleshooting. I was going backwards for a while. I couldn't get the offsets because basically originally the GPS would map right in the dead center, which I don't want that. I want it to map on the left side so I can drive along fence lines and stuff and get real close. So I had to basically do some troubleshooting and some offsets and some measuring. Anyway, after some fancy stuff, I think I got it to work. So anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow us on our social media channels down below. And as always, have a good night. See ya.